Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I have a special guest here, the beautiful Eviania, a beautiful psychic, and been my best friend. She's so gifted, so many years. She's one of the best. She seriously is. Um, and Why don't you tell us a little bit of brief bit of your knowledge and just tell a little brief summary.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't need to if that's the case. If I mean, anyways, sorry if I put you on the spot there.
it's okay.
But no, I was, but yeah, we just like this. What do you think about anything in terms of the lunar eclipse here? What's going on right now? The blood moon.
Well, it makes me think of Revelation because this is. I mean, I'm not that I'm a fundamental Christian or anything, but I do believe in the teachings of Christ, and I'm somewhat familiar with what's in the Bible, and I know that this blood moon does represent. It is in Revelation, and so it definitely signifies a shift. And as far as I know, the blood moon also represents the taking down of the old king and bringing in the new one, according to certain Native American philosophy, prophecies. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And so this is exactly what it is. We are going to do a reading of the blood moon today, and also what we're going to also be doing here is we're going to be doing a different formula. Normally, people usually have their cards all set down and ready for everything, but we are going to be drawing this live. I know this is probably going to be not probably be posted a little later, but we are going to be drawing one at a time and to see how things mold together. You know what I mean? So, okay, I will draw one, and then she will draw one. At the end, we're gonna pull off a couple of oracle cards to see. After the tarot cards, just to see what else we can dig in about this. So, okay, would you like to draw the first card? But before we get into that, and also. Just clear the energies for the decks, and especially for you, audience. I apologize for the little thing here, and we're just about to go into our first draw. Okay, the decks are now clean.
Yes. This is regarding the lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say a prayer. Dear spirit guides, angels, and to the Creator. I just call on your guidance, your protection, and your peace, and your guide. And please answer through this in a way that we will be able to receive and understand and articulate. And so it is.
Amen. So I will, first card about the lunar eclipse, I got 5 of Wands.
5 of Wands. Oh. Okay, so how would you interpret that?
Thus far, you guys, so you see how there's like a bit of a spark here.
Mm-hmm.
So what's gonna happen is that there's gonna be a huge drastic change in not just in any regular climate, not in the political climate, but also in so many other I should say in the social climates, just everything. We're about to go into a huge shift. And I think there's just gonna be, I wouldn't say utter chaos, but there's gonna be some serious, how should I say, I should say there is going to be a transitional period where it is going to be chaotic for us as a people and as again. However, this is just the genesis of a revelation of something that has been in control of this planet for decades, if not centuries. What about you? What do you get?
What will this lunar eclipse bring? What will this lunar eclipse bring?
This is just like the start of it. We'll do more. We'll draw more cards.
5 is also the number of chaos and change.
Yes.
Yeah.
So something is very.
Oh, King of Pentacles. Well, it can symbolize authority, and it's in the earth element, which is interesting. So I wanna. So it does have to do with our system, the old systems, it has something to do with this, the old, just the ongoing paradigm that we've been in, and
is that what the change is referring to? It's going to be the change in power and the change in old power that have been in whether if it's in office or in power, wherever it is.
Yeah.
It's coming to a close, isn't it?
We'll see. Yeah, something around that.
Okay. I got 4 of Wands here.
Oh.
So that and I'm seeing like how you get here. A lot of people are like, so there's a lot more balance actually, because you can see them balancing and jumping, and all these like planets are shifting and also aligning very well. So believe it or not, it may look chaotic but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that the people are finally actually going to be a lot more free. And when I mean free, it's not only just like socially or politically free, but I do see that it's also going to be spiritually free. And a lot of people who are not into the spirituality stuff, they still may deny it, but they know that something is going to be very unusual.
Wow. Yeah, and that's also an 1111 card.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense, because if you add 4 ones, you get 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. So, the ending of authority, and thus far, it is going to be
the old paradigm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out with
so
the old
what
paradigm.
Okay, so
Following such things, what's going to be
the Lovers. Wow, didn't I say 1111?
Yes, you did.
So I know traditionally the Lovers have to do with romance and romantic and just relationships in general, but it could also be partnerships and teamwork, and of course you see the angel up there guiding them. So I think this is going to help us align with our higher nature, and maybe just reach more wholeness between the masculine and feminine within ourselves, and with this angel I see the sun behind her, and a lot of stars. So I think it's going to bring something in alignment, and it's going to wake up humanity. It's going to wake up humanity, and I see an awakening.
That's beautiful. Wow, Page of Swords, Hermes.
Oh.
So Hermes was the messenger of the gods. So along with the Lovers, there a lot of things that the common people are not aware of. It's going to be revealed. There's going to be a lot of messages, like whether if it's in the numbers, or there's going to be within the atmosphere. Because and with messengers also comes in answers. There are going to be a lot of people who are asking, in these social and political climates, why is this happening? What's going on? Well, the truth is about to be revealed with this.
Ooh. Get your popcorn out.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is gonna get This is gonna get pretty interesting. Very interesting. And to add on to these messages, what do you have for us?
Strength.
Whoa. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we're going to take our power back. And we already won, we're going to start remembering who we really are. We can also look at the strength card as the lion being our I mean, I love animals, don't get me wrong, but traditionally, it represents our these like the beast represents our lower nature, or more animalistic qualities, and then she represents a higher self and the higher consciousness, and you see the number 8 over her head, which tells me that there's a shift in consciousness, and where I see more and more people not only waking up but getting in touch with their higher self.
Yeah. It's also, oh, yeah.
We're going from our baser to our in aligning with our oversoul, or our yeah, the part of us that it's kind of like going from the base, that animalistic, more instinctive nature, the eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, dog eat dog world, and we're gonna start living life from our higher nature and feel more encouraged that way.
That's very, very,
Yeah.
very encouraging. And I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying
No,
that
no, no, no.
facetiously.
Yeah, no, I know it.
Um,
I mean, I mean, I can't. At least those of us who are on this path, and those who have a desire, even if it's just a tiny, tiny bit, even if the doors just open a crack, just those who have that desire for higher knowledge, understanding, and right living, I think they're really going to get more aligned with that.
and it's funny that I shouldn't say it's funny, but it's like, it's really interesting how strength got put up, because right here, we've got Knight of Wands of Air, and this is Aries, the god of war.
Oh.
So there is this, even though we are gonna go through all of this, after going through seeing this card right here, we can actually tell that this is not gonna, you said that, especially with strength and how there's all this, it's very much needed, because this battle of what's going on, and this is war, and not and I don't mean like that everybody's just going to be getting out their weapons or anything.
Right.
The weapon is through their words and their energy, and just along with the eclipse and nature, and so many astrological and extraterrestrial things, if you want to say it those ways. But even though the truth is coming closer, it's going to make us stronger, again, warriors. But the high and mighties and all these other people are not going down without a fight. They know the truth. They know that all this stuff is about to reveal. They know that Hermes is a
Messenger.
the messenger. So everything, the word about these people is out there, and that's what's creating this tension. It's like, how do they do it? It was through labeling things as misinformation and disinformation. It's like, no, that what you're seeing is like, it's horse feathers, it's BS, it's not true. But no, I mean, like, with the lunar eclipse, let's not forget that does, and the blood moon, that does mean that there is going to be like some sort of like ending, and with every, and when sort and and along with that is there's going to be a lot of battles. And actually, This is
What are the battles just between? Could it be between political parties and just differences of opinions and
the battles are gonna be. It depends on the
light and dark? Yeah, good versus
it depends
like a
on
spiritual war.
So if we're
also Mars is retrograde right now.
Yes, which is.
And I saw 2 accidents. I witnessed 2 accidents last night driving home. Yes, so I know that there's more chaos. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, and so it's not.
But also more energy, more action, more. Yeah.
There's a lot of clashing going on. So you just asked in what sense in political or whatever. So I'll break it down in those manners, but I'll just keep it brief so that way you can draw your card next. If we're talking politically, there's going to be a serious takeover. There's already because again, like right now the elections are going on and there's going to be a battle for votes, and there's going to be things are going to be, let's just say it's not going to be clean, and people know that it's not going to be clean, and when it does come out and that it's not clean, they know that that's even going to cause even more chaos, because the system, the left has corrupted it so much so. And I'm not saying that the right doesn't have its corruption either, but the left really made it a lot more potent and obvious, and they were like the more dominant one. And so now because they're saying, oh well, we need all of this voter trust and voter voter honesty and all this stuff, when they don't even believe in that. It's just honesty as long as it helps them out. And that is exactly what this war is about. Even this spiritual war, it's a war over control. It's a huge tug of war now, but between good and evil, between the light and the dark, and it's always good to have some of each. But we have seen lately that a lot of powers have been, and when I mean powers, I don't mean just like supernatural powers. I'm talking about political powers. The Queen just passed away.
Oh yes.
The Queen passed away. The President of the United States, they want his head. He's dysfunctional, and he even called for war against the opposition, and so there's a lot of this, the more so like the deep state knows that the world is coming back to haunt them. This includes Gates, this includes Soros, this includes all these people. And I know we're not allowed to name dropping that this is, but you know what? I don't care. These people,
dark hats versus white hats.
Yeah, very, very much. The dark hats versus the white hats. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And so that's what I'm seeing here. Let's draw like 3 more each to make a nice lucky 7.
Okay, so to elaborate on that, the devil. Oh wow! I think that was confirming what you were saying. It's the old system. It's if anything comes through, just say so. We're being released from this bondage. It's a time of being released from the devil's bondage. Because you see, I got lovers and the devil. And you see men and women in both of them, but one of them's chained. The us, and this is what we're going into now with the age of Aquarius dawning.
Yeah, that is amazing. So that is so. I mean, again, I don't want to interrupt, but
go for it.
But to connect these last two, that is exactly what it is. They're fighting for control.
Yes, they're gonna try to hang on because they know it's their end. If you ever heard of Project Looking Glass, basically it's how do I explain it? It's like a lens. It's
It was brought up by was it Kennedy?
Well, I mean, a lot of them look through that. That's what they've always looked through, to see the past, present, and future.
So that kind of stuff.
And they don't, and in the future, they don't see themselves here. So they know they're coming to their demise, and they're trying to bring as many souls down as they can with them, saving the soul of America, quote unquote.
And also the soul R eclipse.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is, believe it or not,
this has been a battle for
souls.
Yeah.
Purity, strength, basically even because a lot of these
sovereign.
Yes, sovereignty and purity, and believe it or not,
because humanity has been asleep. Humanity forgot who they were, and it was designed that way. I mean, if you listen, or if you're a part of the either truther community, or if you're part of if you've studied Atlantis, Lemuria, we used to operate on all of our 12 strands of DNA, and we used to be very, very advanced, both technologically, but more so with our consciousness, and we were living in our light body, and our DNA was, we got invaded by the Draconian, who've been here for ever since, and they tampered with our DNA, and they say this is why, this explains RH positive versus RH negative, because RH negative just means that you're an off-worlder. It doesn't necessarily make you a better or lesser person, or it doesn't make you a better person, but
no, but you do see a lot of people in the
but they are gifted, but you see a lot of people. Positive is like what quote unquote happened to us after they tampered with our DNA, because it contains the rhesus monkey. That's what it means, whereas the other is off-worlder. So but just because you're RH, just because someone's RH negative, I don't want you to think that automatically, I mean, RH negative just means you're off-worlder, so that, but generally it is more positive thing. They are known to have higher IQs, and known to be creatively gifted, and have more psychic experiences, and visions, and visitations, and things like that, more so because they don't have anything, they have less blocking it, but we will come back to our hard truth, and we've been in this, but we're going back to this. And you see the angel behind the lovers. You see that there's an angel there, and the sun. Yeah. Because they talk about the solar flash, and of course you see the sun there. So, yeah.
You're gonna love this.
What is it?
Infinity.
Ooh.
So this, whatever you're saying, is here to stay forever. I'm not talking about like what's here, but like after that what we're talking about, like everything that you're saying, this is here to stay for that. All of that is here to stay. That everybody is going to remember their DNA, possibly come back to it, and just we are going to be a lot more united. And I don't mean in a political sense, even though a lot of politicians and people want to hide behind unity, but they know that it's just unifying one side of this one side.
Mm-hmm.
And but this after this, whatever this the lunar eclipse is just saying that this is here to stay, whatever. And the white hats are about to be over for, not be over, but take over for good.
We will all be the white hats, essentially.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Wow. That's amazing.
I mean, again, because I mean, like that,
yeah.
And I understand that.
I mean, it's hard to believe, I admit, just because I've been such a pessimist. No. I mean, I'm trying to. I'm working on that, but I know it's not a good way to be. I'm not encouraging that, but I know my head. I know where my head has a tendency to go. So it's very hopeful. It's to hear this, and yeah.
Let's
and of course,
draw a couple
let's
more.
Draw a couple more. Yes. Okay. So.
And then we'll end this with a couple of oracle cards.
All right. So let's see. What is? Oh, well, I did get 3 of Swords.
And that comes after the Devil.
Yeah. So that's our pain, our mental anguish, our pain, our our suffering, and all that is part of the old world. And our, we may go through some more bumps on the road, but it won't last long.
Do you think that this is a bad suffering, or do you think that this is almost like to the extent of how like how when your body is healing, it goes through like all this pain and all these aches. Do you think that it's like those like healing pains?
Yeah, a lot of that's a really great that's a really great observation. And I mean, it's like the dark night of the soul. And it also could be that those who aren't awake to all this might be prisoners of their thoughts and living in fear and operating from that place, that they might feel stuck and bonded to that, and afraid of the change. They might be resisting because they don't know what's going on, because they're not awake to any of this, so they might experience it as pain and anguish and heartache and loss and things like that too.
Wow, that's incredible. 10 of Pentacles.
Whoa.
With the planets realigning, basically.
Wow, yeah.
That is absolutely so. Everything that we are, it's our solar system, basically. The planets are absolutely realigning, and to be honest, that how should I say this? Everything is starting to be perfected, believe it or not, and and the and these crazy people who want to say that all you go just believe in the science and this and that and the other. People need to understand that this is very scientific. Astrology and astronomy and all this other stuff that they say, oh well, this is ridiculous. Well, you can't say follow the science, but not that. They are trying this. So I mean, like, this is another reason why there's
astrology was an ancient science. I mean, yeah, astronomy we have in schools and stuff, but astrology is
it's the study of the stars.
Yeah, basically, yeah, the astrology is, but it's, pertaining it to you and to other things, just things that are universal and psychic. It is more in the psychic realm, but in the ancient days, that was one of their sciences.
And a lot of people do study it, and even though
there's the physical, object, the study in the physical universe.
But the thing is that but a lot of people do not look beyond the physical is the thing, and it's like it's like they see, oh, these things are shifting and these things are shifting. It's like, okay, but you do realize that these things have meaning behind it. It's not just, oh, this thing's just out of place, or this is kind of unique to see. So and you know what? I think a lot of things are going to start to have meaning, because to a lot of people, none of this means anything.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna. But I'm gonna start. Well, I'm not gonna start, but I'm starting to see that these people are. I believe that these people are starting to see that there's some sort of merit to this kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
What else do you got? Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Knight of Swords, and it's coming in fast. It's coming in like a thief in the night.
Yeah. So what are you expecting from that?
Well, it's just, I've heard that term also in the Bible. That's how they describe, spirit, the way it works. It just cuts through. It's a blade that cuts through all the illusion, the matrix, the whole, it's just, and it's coming in fast, it's coming in hard, and it's just, but it's going to sneak up on us. We're not going to expect it.
No, and we actually did touch upon this, how people were thinking that and I've gotten some crap in comment sections for saying this, and because they said, oh well, 2012 was, the world was supposed to end. And it's like, that's, I mean, like, sure, maybe not simultaneously, but we came to realization that it was the genesis of the end of the world.
Exactly.
So it's not like, oh, it
wasn't like everything came crashing down exactly on that date and exactly at that time, an hour and minute.
Yeah, and yeah, but that's what people are saying. Oh, well, the Mayans were incorrect. I mean, like 2012. It's like, if you actually see what they were saying, they didn't say the world was going to end right then and there. I mean, like, that's probably how they perceived it, but they were saying that was at least the genesis, the beginning of the end.
The progenitor, yeah.
And believe it or not, in so many ways, it absolutely was.
Well, because everything, look at everything that happened since 2012.
Exactly. ever since 2012, look what's been going on, and it wasn't just like this. So many economies crashed. The United States economy started to crash. The housing crash. The Greece's economy crashed. Like so many things, economically and socially, were just starting to just like.
Because people mostly were doing really well up until that time. I remember.
Yeah,
very prosperous.
Extremely, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people realize that.
No, we just took it for granted, of course. It's what humans tend to do.
Yeah, when you're asleep, you kind of get a little pissed off when someone pushes you around and tries to wake you up. But these people are starting to like hear, hey, you know what? It actually is time to wake up. The alarm clock is about
sounding, yeah.
The alarm clock is about to go off if it hasn't already, and that's exactly what this lunar eclipse is. Believe it or not, the blood moon is that alarm clock, and not everybody's gonna wake up immediately. Some are, and some are not.
Yeah, exactly.
They might sleep through it and just like, or they might keep sleeping and they sleep through it, or they just like are a little late to the party to wake up.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to.
I read. Oh, did I? Oh no.
No, not yet.
Okay. Last card for me at least.
Yeah.
Seven of Pentacles.
Oh. Well, 7 usually means
luck and.
Well, I'll let you. I'm sorry. Yeah, go.
Well, I mean, you can intervene.
Well, it's I know Pentacles is being the Earth element, and 7 being the number of. Well, 7 was created or the world was created in 7 days, so it's kind of like taking inventory.
It actually in this context, it's telling you to you need to be counting your blessings.
Yes.
And so there are lots of blessings happening right now. And I understand not a lot of people don't think that, may not believe in that, but a lot of this stuff it's seriously going to be a very, very, very hectic in the beginning. It absolutely is. But there is a huge light at the end of the tunnel. We are blessed. You audience are blessed, and everyone is blessed, except for those
the cabal.
Yeah, the freaking demons.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they are blessed. They're blessed with obliteration.
Yeah. Queen of Swords.
Ooh.
So, it's the bringer of truth, the truth, and there's a sharpness in that truth, and leadership of a balanced nature. Yeah.
That is amazing. So what does that mean? Are we gonna have are people gonna finally lead their lives in prosperity, or is there going to be an authority figure or a spokesman? How do you interpret that?
One of Swords is of the mind, and so I think strong-willed, and victory. You know, I can look at it like
ultimately, in the end, you're saying that we're going to be the white hats, and
yeah,
we're going to be victorious,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God, this is the Ten of Pentacles.
Oh wow.
And you had the Ten of Pentacles. Is it the Ten of Pentacles or Ten of Cups that you had?
It's the Ten of Cups.
Okay. Yes. Yes. This is prosperity, and this is usually happy family, and
let's show. I guess we can show each other at the bottom of our decks here. You have 10 of Pentacles. I have 10 of 9 of Wands, actually.
Ah, Nine of Wands. Yeah. So yeah,
that's great.
Yeah. So you know, and so what do the Oracle cards want to say?
Yeah. So I'm gonna. This is a new one that I just got, and it's the Phoenix deck. So I want to put these to the test right away. Should we do one card or should we do multiple cards?
Whatever we feel, yeah. We can start with one and see if that's enough or not.
10.
Oh, 20.
Or 20, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's see what else we got. What else? We also got 27. Wow. And oh wow, so it's basically, look at this. It's almost similar to like a castle in the sky.
Yeah.
And then this is like this is basically an ancient prophecy, if I'm seeing that correctly.
Oh, coming.
Yeah, so
yeah.
A lot
confirmation.
So a lot of stuff, believe it or not, this is another thing that I'm starting to see, that a lot of stuff that has been dead for decades, centuries, if not millennia, those roots are going to start to reveal. It would not shock me if this is just the genesis of the human intelligence coming back to what it once was, because thousands of years ago we were the humans and so many others were a lot more intelligent than they are right now.
And if you count Tataria, that's a few hundred.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Even a few hundred years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't all in a few hundred years. Was not that long ago. If you
and
think
all
about
that's
it.
Coming back, all that knowledge, all that ancient technology.
And people were like saying this stems from like
free technology, free energy, and free
But it's not even going to. But it's not going to come as like what the cabal promotes.
No.
This is going to be.
It's going to be a golden age.
It's going to be. We're going to be back into the golden ages. What else do you? I'll do.
Okay. Yeah.
One more. Oh wow. This is like a seat. A seat. There's an empty seat, like a gold seat. So it's, believe it or not, there's something. There is gonna be somebody new coming at, I wouldn't say as like the king or like a ruler or anything, but the fact that there's an empty golden seat on top of a jaguar's skin, I'm going to say that the cabal and everybody is going to be dethroned, and we're never going that this seat is never going to be sat on ever again, because we have seen when there is some sort of like universal ruler going on, there ends up becoming universal revolt. And there cannot be, whether if it's, and I'm not saying like even if it's because the cabal, there's not one singular ruler, but the cabal as a group is trying to be the singular ruler of the whole entire world, and even parts of the galaxy. They're trying to be. But the thing is that the people and the white hats and so many others, nobody is going to be it's going to basically be universal anarchy, and I know anarchy is bad, but it's not like, it's not, I shouldn't say anarchy, but it's not going to be ruled by a centered group of people or one person. It's not going to be organized as it is now. People are going to rule themselves.
There will be no central government, no main leader. Yeah.
No main leader, no NWO, no nothing. Everybody just carries their own, because throughout all of this, they've proven to be strong enough to carry their own. People are going to become their own saviors, and each other's saviors as well.
Self-governing, yeah.
Yes, self-governing, exactly.
Wow, that's amazing.
Some Lord of the Flies style stuff right there.
Only not so dysfunctional.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
A more you got a function. Yeah, Lord of the Flies, but functional.
Right. So let me see what the angels have to say about that. What the angels want to say.
The Phoenix says this. What do the angels say? I know. I cannot wait.
There's something better.
Oh, wow.
Take action. Yes, it's time for us to take our power back. Opportunity.
Wow.
Yep. It's a golden opportunity. Look at her. Just
Absolutely.
all that gold. Yeah, she's just taking it all in, and it's not just physical gold, but it could be just spiritual, just the crown opening, and higher knowledge, higher power coming in, a higher energy, universal, celestial, ET, angels, and yes, we will reach that in our lifetime.
Wow. That's phenomenal.
Yes.
Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy this. Happy lunar eclipse. Happy blood moon. And we'll see you again next time.